Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Eddie D'Souza, and I'm upstairs in my kitchen today for a change. And today we're going to be talking about real seeds. And what do I mean by that? Well, like, my whole philosophy right now is I'd like to see Canadians for proper labeling on the foods in our grocery stores. And one of the biggest things that I've come up with, like, in my search on the internet, is GMO and genetically engineered products. And like, I honestly don't believe they belong in our food. And also later on we're going to be talking a bit about some health secrets, and today specifically mung beans is going to be, I'm going to show everyone how to make mung bean sprouts. Let's get started here. Like, what is GMO? Well, let's just take a second here to take a quick view here. Okay, here's an apple. Here's a fish. Here's some bugs that I found. I don't know if you can zoom in on this or not, Steve. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just reach in here and grab a bug. And I'm going to put it right on this beautiful apple here. There we go. There's a couple of bugs on there. And if that's not bad enough, let's see. Let's add a tiny bit of pesticides. And so now what you've done is you've taken a natural food, another natural food, a few bugs, and some things that are questionable, like pesticides, and you put them all together and you're calling this a food. And my opinion is, like, that's not a food anymore. It used to be a food, but now it's genetically engineered. And they've taken genes from a fish and they've implanted them in like strawberries. I don't have any strawberries here. I refuse to buy them anymore because they actually do have fish genes in them, and there's no way of finding out unless they're stamped organic if you're eating fish genes and bug parts and like pesticides in your food. Now, I'd also like to talk a tiny bit about proper labeling. And here we have some ingredients, and this says glucose, fructose, strawberries, sugar, pectin, citric acid, color, and sodium benzoate. Now, at first looks, if you look at glucose, fructose, it sounds like it's from fruit, so it sounds like it's pretty good stuff. But on closer when you're looking at it a bit closer, what we see is marmalade. Like, I've taken off the names because I don't want to get like technical and actually bash people at the companies. But marmalade, strawberry, raspberry jam containing fructose. Fructose should really be labeled GMO cornstarch. I can't even pronounce these things, folks, but that's pretty well what is in. If you can zoom on this down here, Steve. And I'd like to thank Shaw Cable and Steve Bernard for letting me do this program. I don't know whether they'll air that because it's pretty scary. If you look at the ingredients here, there's 4 seeds in Canada that now are allowed to be genetically modified. And what they are is corn, and 80% of corn is genetically modified. Canola oil, which is 80 and 90%. And like, I'm talking 97, 98, these figures came out, so there could be even more now. There's also soybeans. So if you notice the product, like, for years I've been eating things like peanut butter. And you notice, folks, that these are all brand new containers. I haven't opened them because, like, I do buy these all the time. But if you look at the ingredients on this, it says peanuts, hydrogenated vegetable oil, and that right after, that's how they get the GMO in there. It says contains soybean oil. Again, I just don't want to eat that kind of stuff, folks. Now, one of the benefits of not eating GMO, I've been doing the pulse test for years. And for anyone who doesn't know about that, is you just take your pulse. And I usually do it before I get out of bed in the morning. And my pulse rate for the last, say, 15, 20 years, I'm 56 years old now. And for the last, say, 15 years, it's been between 67 and 72. And now, when I took out all the GMO stuff, and this is a true story, when I took all the GMO out of my food, and I've started that in January, and today is February the 23rd. So, like, when I checked my pulse for the last 2 weeks, it's been between 60 and 63. So, folks, that's a drop of at least 5 points. So you can do that yourself and experiment with the foods that you're eating. Possibly join the site. I have a site on Facebook. It's called Eat Weeds, and I've been writing a lot of letters to different people in Parliament to ask them to just please, like, give Canadians the right to a proper label so we know what we're eating. Right now the law is like they don't have to label generically modified or genetically engineered foods in our food. So, okay. So thanks for letting me share that with you. But now we're going to move ahead to some positive things.